Hello everybody, and welcome to the first Q&A for the channel. Now this one's gonna be a real relaxed video, okay? It's just me, the mic, and your guys' questions. And first of all, I just want to say thank you guys for wanting me to do this. I've always wanted to do something, that'll interact with you guys, or a Q&A especially, but I just, didn't think anyone had the interest, but you guys definitely voiced your opinions, so here we are. And I'm thinking I'll do this every 3 months, or so. We'll get different questions, different ideas. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, we're all new to this. So we're starting off with Ultra Super GWT'S questions. And the first one is, why did I start YouTube? Well, to be honest, I always wanted to be a YouTuber, and creating content is something I always wanted to do, just to express myself for one, but for two, as a person growing up with YouTube, I always just loved the idea of playing the games I love to play and, having people laugh and watching them and just be happy. I know for a fact I would always sit in front of my computer whenever I got out of school, or if it was summertime, I was just stuck to, watching Let's Plays and game reviews, and it's just always been an absolute passion of mine to make content and to make people happy. The second one is, what's my favorite YouTuber, or who's my favorite YouTuber, I guess? And that one's hard. I mean, I definitely have a lot, and it's changed throughout the years, but one person who's always been in my subscription feed ever since day one is Some Call Me Johnny. I mean, he's the whole reason why I created a YouTube account so that I can subscribe to him. My first video obviously being, his Sonic stuff. I'm a big fan of Sonic, and I mean, that's probably dated back to like 2013, maybe even earlier. Definitely earlier. That's the earliest I can think of that I definitely subscribed. He made me fall in love with just the idea of YouTube, and he's a huge inspiration of mine, and the reason why I do want to, make reviews for the channel. It's a big tackle on something, so I will do it in the future. What was my childhood like? It was pretty normal, I had my friends, whatever I hung out with, but for the most part, like if we're talking childhood, I didn't really go out a lot. I was very introverted. I was actually really shy, and if you were to ask any of my friends or people I went to school with that question, they'd probably laugh at your face because I was the class clown or whatnot, but it took me a while to get there. I would most times, just like to stay inside and play video games. Honestly, I loved playing video games, watching YouTube. Summer nights was my favorite thing, was to go down to Blockbuster or Home Video, rent a couple games, go to the gas station, pick up all my snacks, head back, and me and my brother would just game. Like we would game our little asses off. And who's my favorite villain? Now, I'm guessing you're not just talking about Dragon Ball, but I will answer both. If we're talking just Dragon Ball villain, it would either have to be Frieza or, and that's including Super and everything. It would have to either be Frieza or honestly Cell. I love those two. I know it's a real cop-out answer for Dragon Ball wise, but I started Dragon Ball with the Cell saga. My eldest brother, he sat me down one day when we were just watching Cartoon Network, because that's what Dragon Ball was aired on still. It didn't move to Adult Swim or anything like that for Toonami. But in general, who's my favorite villain? Wow, it would either be Sakuna, sorry for mispronouncing things, from Jujutsu Kaisen, or if we're, doing another little kind of cop-out answer, I would have to say maybe Chaos from Sonic. I know that one's probably really random and no one probably would understand why, but the thought of like someone so good turning so bad due to like negative energy or whatnot, and I even think back in the day it was more shrouded around mystery, especially in the Sonic Adventure DX days. It was just, I didn't really know the lore, so I kind of made up my own. But yeah, I would say along those lines, definitely. All right, next set of questions is from Goku. I don't want to say it because I don't want to get it wrong. Goku Kuwait. Pretty sure it's supposed to be Cuck. I don't know. Forgive me, Goku CU8CK. Forgive me if I'm saying it wrong. You can correct me down below. His first question is, what made you love Dragon Ball Z so much? And like I kind of talked into earlier, my eldest brother, I have two brothers, by the way, Garrett and Chris. My eldest brother, Chris, sat me down one day and he set me in front of the Cell Saga, and it was like at the very beginning, and I cannot explain, you know, like back in the day, strictly I was playing like Mario and Sonic games. Got my first GameCube when I was 4, and you know, it came with like Mario Party and everything. Later on I got Sonic, and it was love at first sight. But when my brother Chris showed me Dragon Ball, it consumed my life. I am not kidding. I had like action figures, mangas, outfits, you know, and back in the day, you know, like we had to buy like special things on eBay to even get me like the toys and all that stuff. I mean, he really set me on a path of loving anime, and I will never forget it. Second question he had is, if I had to watch something other than Dragon Ball, what would it be? If we're talking just anime related, it would nowadays definitely be Jujutsu Kaisen or Demon Slayer. Those, and you know, I recently also fell in love with Attack on Titan. I put that off for so many years, finally started watching it, and just cinema masterpiece, to be honest. I fucking love Attack on Titan now. Another one of my favorites is Full Metal Alchemist. And, you know, a little bit of My Hero. I think it kind of fell off a bit, me personally. But, yeah. His third question is, what would you like doing? Like voice acting or etc.? Well, you kind of hit it on the nail there. It's always been a dream job of mine to become a voice actor. And it was Mark Hamill who really set that for me. He said that as much as he loved playing, you know, characters in real life and everything, there's something about voice acting that it lets you do things you can't do. And especially loving anime my whole life, it's always been an absolute dream job of mine. Sadly, one that I haven't pursued too much, but hopefully with YouTube and everything and fan projects, if anyone wants me to do, I would love to do it. Voice acting has always just been something in my mind that it's been a passion, you know. It's definitely, it was one of those things that was a dream job, you know. I never thought I could actually go there, but it was definitely something I always wanted to do. Now we do have another one with Ultra Super Gogeta, but I'll come back to you, don't worry. Just want to give these other users a shot. All right, we got user XE1VG6Z8Z. All right, so he had one, what is your best villain? And, you know, I kind of already answered that. What's my favorite food? Ooh, that one's a toughie. I am definitely... All right, YouTube, don't flame me for this. I'm definitely a meat guy. You know, anything that's like steak, burgers, you know, tacos, just anything with just, again, don't flame me for this. Anything that has meat in it, you know, it's pretty much my go-to. If I had to pick a favorite though, I guess I would say something like along the lines like beef and broccoli or beef and bell peppers. I don't know. Make that bitch spicy and make it beef. That's my go-to. Anime girls, I think, is cute. Now there's a ton. Off the top of my head, I could say like Dark Magician Girl from Yu-Gi-Oh! She's just woo. Android 18 is another one. Bulma, especially in that bunny outfit. Come on. Ooh, I can fanboy all day over her. And I'm sure there's multiples I'm not thinking of right now, but those are the ones just off the top of my head. Don't worry, I'm definitely an anime girl nerd. And what video games do I mainly play? Well, as you guys have seen, I like to play a lot of fighting games. Sonic games are also some of my favorite. Dragon Ball games. But, you know, I also like to, you know, play games like God of War and other stuff like that. This channel was never really just supposed to be Dragon Ball. It does seem like that's what I gravitated towards, but hopes in the future I can show you guys more of, you know, my repertoire. And I don't want to just follow the trends and everything, you know. I definitely want to also play games that are meaningful to me in my childhood. So, user, I promise you'll see that soon. We got Dragon Ball Legend Ruin. Would you play a Roblox if someone made a Dragon Ball game on it? You know, I always knew about Roblox, but I just found out like what you can really do with it. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. When I loaded onto Roblox the other day, I was shocked okay, to see how many mods and like I mean, I don't even know what to call them, like how many games people have created. I think I loaded into a Sonic one that was super cool, and it blew me away. I mean, shit, people have made like Black Ops Zombies and that, you know, or like Nuketown and stuff, which is crazy. All right, we got Annoyed Dinosaur WC FPU. Question 1, what are your thoughts on BT4? Honestly, I think it looks amazing, and I will do a separate video on it if you guys want to see it, but I think it's something I've been waiting for forever, you know, especially with me not having the best PC. I can't play, you know, like BT4 mods, and I'm sure you guys have seen all like the BT4 mods and everything like that, but unfortunately I can't just play those with my absolute ass of a computer. It's honestly most of the reason why it takes so long for my videos to get out, but BT4 is something I always wanted. I thought the fact that it stopped at 3 was just absolutely crazy. I'm having huge high hopes, you know, that they are actually serious about it being a historical character roster, because my biggest problem with fighting games nowadays is that you're paying $80, $60, whatever, you know, for a game with like 9 characters, and it's honestly so frustrating. And the Tenkaichi series has been an absolute passion of mine for years. You know, I mean, I had all of them on PS2. I would even do the, you know, the mode where in BT3 for the mission mode you can put in your disc for Budokai Tenkaichi and Budokai Tenkaichi 2 and get more missions and everything. It was amazing. You know, just the game is absolutely amazing. So I really hope they're serious about, you know, treating it right. You know, I've heard conflicting things, you know, like there's no offline multiplayer, stuff like that. I doubt they would do that, but here's hoping. What's the future of my channel? Honestly, I just want it to grow, and I want it to be a place where, you know, just like me back in the day, where if I was bored or, you know, I just felt sad or whatever, I could just go on to YouTube and just laugh. And you know, that's what I want to do. I want to make you guys laugh. I want to, you know, be that distraction from the hard times in your life or stuff like that. And I just hope that we can grow into a big community that supports each other. You know, I know it's the internet, but, you know, I want it to be a safe place for people. And I'm hoping that, you know, one day, you know, here's praying, I mean, Dende in the sky, that, you know, it could become a full job of mine. It's always been a dream, you know. Voice acting was a dream job, and YouTube always seemed something that was more of a reality. And every day, you know, with every subs, I genuinely would never imagine that I would have, you know, over 100 subscribers, and you guys have been doing absolute wonders with that. So for the future of my channel, you know, it's just more videos. I want to branch out. I want to do reviews desperately. It's just, you know, it would tank my schedule. You know, I would have to record a lot and schedule those while I work on reviews in the background. But I hope that we can become a channel that, you know, people look at and people aspire to be. Who's my least favorite character? Ooh, that one's hard. If we're talking Dragon Ball, I would say probably Yajirobe. I genuinely hate that guy so much. Or if we're just talking about who's my least favorite character in general, I don't think I have too many that I can name off the top of my head, but mostly anyone who just like, who seems like they're gonna be important and just dies off. Like that is my most hated trope in anime or games alike, where, you know, unless it's like fitting to the story, if you get me a main character or a protagonist or whatnot and you put them in the front lines and they are just so bad of a character, and that someone that I just can't connect with at all, is my least favorite types of characters. And do I play other anime games? Yeah, I actually play a lot, you know, Demon Slayer, I play a lot of like the other like little weird ones that no one really plays, you know, Blaze Blue, stuff like that. Really any anime game that pops up, I really try and give it a shot, you know, no matter what it is. The only reason why I really don't showcase it on the channel is just because I don't know if there's interest in it. So I mean, if you guys want me to do like a Demon Slayer playthrough again, or you know, any other anime games that are kind of out there that, you know, is just kind of brushed to the side, maybe some of your guys' favorites, I would love to do those. All right, we got Dragon Ball Guy GWT'S. Do you watch other animes, and if so, what type of them? I like to watch just about everything. You know, I am the guy who has like a Funimation, Crunchyroll, all that stuff. I watch my fair share of slice of life animes. I watch my fair share of action, drama, you know, some fan servicey ones. I've recently been watching Akame ga Kill. Full Metal Alchemist, like I said before, is another one of my huge favorites. If it has a deep story, I'm probably watching it. The only ones that I haven't really given a shot is like the kind of niche ones, like I was reincarnated as a slime or something like that, you know. My brothers told me good things about that one. I never really was a fan, you know. Or I guess I can't say that, I just never really gave it a shot. But in terms of like all the big ones, you know, I'm a big One Piece guy. Dragon Ball, you know, I was a big fan of Naruto. I've been kind of slacking on my Naruto. I usually just go for Naruto Shippuden. Haven't watched any of Boruto, don't really have an interest. Don't really feel like skipping 600 episodes of filler. And I know you can say that about Naruto too, but Boruto, if we can all agree, is just filler fucking central that I just can't do. One that I actually did just start watching that I absolutely love that has not gotten to season 2 was The God of High School. That one was really good. His second question is, what type of movies do I watch? I like my action movies, you know, a few horror movies here and there, but I definitely kind of gravitate towards comedy. I love making people laugh, so if someone can make me laugh, it's all the better. Do I have a Discord server? I actually made one, but I want to say it's still private right now because I want to figure out Discord more before I start inviting, you know, other people on the internet for obvious reasons onto it. Me and my buddies have a Discord server that, you know, we all just hang out and talk because I'm a PlayStation guy and they're all Xbox, so we just go on it, you know, for party chat reasons. But it is definitely something I'm looking into, and maybe with some of your guys' help, we can get a Gaming with Tyler Discord server going and actually start talking together as a community and stuff like that. And, you know, it would be easy for me to, you know, type in, hey, does anyone want to be in a video? Do you guys want to play fighters? Da-da-da-da. And, you know, that we can get, like, more serious talk or whatnot. Fourth question, what's your favorite thing to do in my free time? Well, I'm a gamer, so I love to play games. I watch anime, and, you know, I watch YouTube. I mean, a lot of that stuff, really. But if I'm going out, you know, don't get me wrong, I'm not just a homebody. I like to go out, you know, have fun. You know, when it's summertime, I like to go out, you know, to the beach, you know, swim a little bit. I'm not too much of a fan of water, but hang out with the boys, stuff like that. Take my fiance out, and, you know, we go have dinners and stuff. That's another big one for me. All right, we're moving on to Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta with a job. He says, face reveal? Question mark. Now, I have done a face reveal. I don't really play with my face cam too much because it's not the best, you know, it's just your typical, like, what, $80 or whatever. I don't know, I just, I don't really play with it too much, but if it's something you guys would like for me to do, I definitely would. But I have done a face reveal before, with my Sonic videos, my Budokai Tenkaichi 3 video when I did it on the Wii. Stuff like that, you know, I definitely have face revealed, but if you guys want to see more of my, you know, my face, my beautiful face, definitely let me know. Question 2, what would happen if I was in Dragon Ball? Well, to be honest, look at my channel, guy. You see that? His name is Ezra. And if you watch my Ultimate Tenkaichi video, it was mainly just the first time Ezra's actually been put on the channel. If I was in Dragon Ball, you know, I would That's how I would want to look, is like Ezra. My hopes would be, you know, I would be friends with like Gohan and stuff, and we would just train together, and you know, he could help me get stronger, you know, same with like Piccolo and Goku and Vegeta and all them. I would want to, I don't know, you know, like part of me wants to be like, oh, I'd be fighting alongside him and da 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 da, but you know, realistically, if like we're just saying right now I got sucked into Dragon Ball and I'm still an Earthling, I would probably go train under like Krillin and Tien and stuff, and you know, start doing like the little stuff like that. His other one is what your editor come from. I'm assuming you're asking what do I edit on, and that is Filmora. It's just something that works for me. I don't really use Adobe Pro or anything like that, just again mainly because I don't think my computer could handle that. If you're asking like who's my editor, that would be your boy. Okay, I edit all my own videos. I try and do everything myself, and I think even like say we were a big YouTuber, I would still for the most part edit my videos myself, just because I like to put in the work. I know YouTubers and all that is becoming a big controversy nowadays with, you know, saying that they just have to record and send it to their editor and everything, but for me personally, I always want to edit my videos. If I were to ever send my videos to an editor, it would probably, you know, be mainly just for like subtitling them, you know, if anything. For the most part, I always want to be the forefront of the editing. Do I play Fortnite? Yeah, I do actually, just not recently. I'm not too much of a fan of this season, and this is easily gonna get dated because I'm not even really sure what season we're on, but I'm sure, you know, editing Ty will put in where we're at and everything. I'm not too good at first person shooters. I like to play my fair share of COD or, you know, Fortnite or Overwatch. Yeah, I'm just not good at them really. I like to casually play them. Do I still do Twitch? I do occasionally. The only reason why I haven't been streaming too much is because my OBS right now is absolutely bugged. Like I don't know what happened to the settings or whatnot, but when I try and stream on it, the frames, dude, the frames just drop crazy. It looks awful. It does not look good. So mainly I've just been streaming through my PS5, and it's just been like casual Kingdom Hearts stuff. I'm playing through Kingdom Hearts 2 right now, and that's really fun. It's just I hate using, you know, like a headset mic, or even when I connect my actual mic into my PlayStation, it's not like it has all the settings, you know. It's not like you'll be hearing how I am now. It sounds obviously a lot worse. It just doesn't sound the best, and I just feel bad, you know. But if you guys wouldn't mind it, I definitely would not mind, you know, streaming a lot more, and I've been wanting to get you guys in on here too and play some games with you. My favorite thing to do in my free time, like I kind of said before, you know, I just like to hang out. I like to play video games. I'm, you know, as much as I said I'm not just a homebody, for the most part I am. I like to, you know, get off work, and I just like to sit back in my chair, recline up, and just start playing some video games. Honestly, did you make essay videos? I mean, I guess I could. It depends on what you mean. If you mean like how to edit or stuff like that, I would love to do it. By no means do I think I'm a brilliant editor. I believe that when I get my new computer, I could definitely do a lot better for you guys. Am I going to make different types of channels for different things? Ooh, and he says like and subscribe to Gaming with Tyler. Man, you're a G. Thank you. He's reminding me right now to tell you guys, you know, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and, you know, like, subscribe. I don't really like to say that. If you guys didn't know, maybe I'll say it in the description sometimes. But hold on, I'm getting off track. Am I gonna make different types of channels? Absolutely. There's actually one I'm working on right now, and it's called Chilling with Ty, and that's more of a relaxed, you know, not really edited, kind of like this type of video, where I'll talk about, you know, anime, you know, just other stuff like that. You know, it doesn't always have to be anime. You know, I could just be talking about the latest thing, or maybe just like vlog videos of me going like figure shopping or something like that. Definitely be more of a relaxed channel. So, oh, and I'm so sorry if I didn't say your name. It's Goku, aka Big Dragon Ball fan. I don't know if I said your name in the beginning. I'm super sorry for not. And yeah, if you're new to the channel, if you may have noticed, I really don't say like and subscribe in my videos a lot. You know, I think I've said it in terms of like a video, I think I've said it only like in 1 or 2, maybe more, but I'm not really a fan of that. And I hate how a lot of YouTubers will do it in the very beginning and everything. You know, I'll have it in like my intro or something, or, you know, the animation I got made, or at the very end, you know, have a little animation with like the mouse clicking it and stuff. But I just think it's pretty self-explanatory, and YouTubers have gotten pretty carried away with that. You know, if you like the video, and if you want to see more of it, you would subscribe. I mean, that's just always how it's been, and the fact that people have just been really pushing that is, you know, a little irritating. Doubling back to some of the same people ask different types of questions. What's the best version of Dragon Ball, least to best? If I had to rate Dragon Ball, I would probably say Heroes is last. You know, it's just fan service, basically. I mean, not saying I don't like it. I know a lot of Dragon Ball fans hate it or whatnot, but I'm not saying I don't like it. It's just not something I casually watch, you know. Dragon Ball, the original, just because I don't really go back to watch it too much. If I am, it's just certain fights. GT, Z, and Super. You know, like Super is definitely, it was hype inducing for me. It has a lot of emotional baggage too, because a couple years back, you know, when it was like 17, 18 and all that, you know, I moved into a house with me and my 2 best friends, and we always had Super Saturdays, and man, it was just every Saturday we would fucking all meet up. We would have a grand old time, you know, get our drinks, our food and everything, and we would just have Super Saturdays, and we'd watch the new episode. And then Z's always just going to be, you know, it's weird. It's like Z's always just going to be a love of mine. I mean, I absolutely love Z. It's just without a doubt. Am I going to play BT4? Of course I am, and you know that we're just gonna upload like millions of videos to the channel. So out of all, you know, the content creators you watch, hopefully, you know, stick around with this, guys. How did I start YouTube? Well, if we're being honest, I actually technically started it. You know, if you go into like the about section of my channel, you'll see that I actually started this back in 2013. I had like a full let's play of Kirby's Dream Land. I think I did some Minecraft videos, but you know, I was just a kid at the time, you know, haven't even fucking hit puberty. So I think I deleted it due to like I just really wasn't mature enough. But it was mainly just through the inspirations of like Some Call Me Johnny, the Super Gaming Brothers, and I think it was really just like channels like that that really got me into it. You know, MatPat, of course, you know, over at the Game Theorist. Oh, and if you're wondering, I am skipping some of these questions because they are repeats. Like, are you going to go back to Twitch streaming? Yes, I am. It's just, you know, if we're talking about a consistent basis, I'm gonna do my absolute best. I'm trying to work on a schedule for you guys. All right, we got Super Saiyan 4 Goku or Vegito. Who would win? I'm assuming you're talking about just like Buu Saga Vegito. Obviously, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, I think, would probably top that. But if you're talking about like Dragon Ball Super Vegito, Vegito any day. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love fucking Goku, but I definitely think if Super's Vegito would probably trump Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but if we're talking Buu Saga, I definitely think Super Saiyan 4 Goku would definitely trump Z Vegito. And we got Super Saiyan God Goku versus Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I definitely think Gogeta would just trump God Goku without a doubt. Like it, and even that's even counting like manga Super Saiyan God Goku, he would get trumped. You know what I mean? You know, Gogeta is just the fucking goat. And before anyone asks, definitely more of a Gogeta fan than Vegito. Don't ask me why, it's just I fucking love them. I love them both, don't get me wrong, but Gogeta, definitely a Gogeta stan. And he also asks, can you do a tier list on Dragon Ball games that we got or are getting, you know, in the 2010 to 2024? Honestly, you might have just thought up a video for me. Stay tuned on that. I'm not gonna say when, but definitely stay tuned on that. What's the best of Dragon Ball, OG, Z, Super, GT, Heroes, Daima?
Well, I already kind of touched on that before, but I guess I can give my thoughts on Daima. I don't mind it. I think Dragon Ball fans, while I get it, you know, I definitely do want Super, you know, like season 2 of Super. I don't mind it. It's the same way with Sonic fans almost, where I don't mind the change. Like, I get it. We have something good going and you want to change it, but I don't mind change. You know, if they want to go back to Daima, you know, and make everyone kids and stuff and go on this whole brand new adventure, why not? I mean, I don't see the problem with that at all. Now, yeah, I'm disappointed that we're probably not going to get a Super Season 2, or maybe it's just not coming just yet. Maybe they really want it to look good. You know what? They're trying to go a whole Jujutsu Kaisen route and make it look fucking spectacular every episode. And my reaction to the BT4 trailer, oh man, I wish you guys, like, I wish I recorded that, because I want to say either I was on my way to work or at work, or I was just away from the computer, and I had so many YouTubers on my channel just rushing in with all these, you know, reaction trailers and da-da-da-da. It was fucking amazing. We got, why do you enjoy Dragon Ball games and why don't you interact with your community more? Now, as for Dragon Ball games, like I said before, you know, it's just always been a passion of mine. Dragon Ball in general is just something that I'll always love till the day I die. I mean, it's familiar. I love it. The action, the beams, the screaming. Come on. There's the characters. There's no more to, you know, no explanation. And as for interacting with my community more, you know, I definitely, you know, this is why I'm doing this. I reply to all your guys' comments and, you know, like them and try and get them out there, and, you know, always try and be interactive and, you know, knowing what you guys want. It's the whole reason why I'm doing the Kakarot playthrough. Now, if you're talking about like more like playing games with you guys or stuff like that, you know, it's definitely something I want to do. Like I've said previously, I want to host like tournaments or something. If some of you guys are YouTubers as well, I would love to do like collab videos and stuff as well. But I definitely try and, you know, talk to you guys as much as possible. And like I said, you know, when I get that Discord server up and running, you know, it'll definitely be something that we can do. But I think that is it, you guys. I think that's all the questions we have for today, and by the looks of this video, I didn't expect it to be this long. I'm not sure how much edited down it's gonna be, but it's about 50 minutes, so that's a pretty good chunk. I mean, I think that's a pretty good Q&A. But I just wanted to say thank you so much, you guys. You know, you do wonders for me. And, you know, the fact that we do this Q&A in general is just proof. We're growing, we're trying, and sorry for stumbling and just, you know, messing up my words throughout this whole thing, but it's my first one, so let's just relax here, guys, okay? But seriously, from the deepest part of my heart, I appreciate every single one of you for the questions, for the love and support you've been showing the channel. I mean, in just 18 days or so, you know, since this year started, we've gained like 30 subscribers or something. I want to say I was sitting at 90 and now I'm at like, what, 124? It's mind-blowing, honestly. It's just, there's no freaking words I can describe. I appreciate every single one of you, and I know YouTubers say that, but I really do. You know, for the best of my ability, I'll always try and, you know, react to your guys' comments, always reply to them, show that I really do care for you guys. You know, I really do hope that one day I can look back and see YouTube as a real job for me. But without further ado, if you guys are ever bored, come game with Ty, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later!